Hello guys and welcome back to another video from Vipin Sharma Biology Tutorials. In this video, we are going to deal with the external genitalia of female reproductive system. So basically what we have done till now in the chapter human reproduction. Human reproduction में हमने अभी तक पढ़ लिया है about the male reproductive system. We have completed that. We have completed the spermatogenesis topic. Alright. After that, we are going to complete female reproductive system in this topic. We have already done the oogenesis topic. After that, we are done with the menstrual cycle. So these are the topics that we have already done in this particular chapter. So we are going to deal with the external genitalia of female reproductive system. We have already made two videos in the female reproductive system topic, जिसमें हम लोगों ने बात की थी about the general account, and in the next video we have talked about the structure of uterus and different layers of uterus. For example, there is endometrium, myometrium, perimetrium layer. उन सब के बारे में हमने बात की थी. So since we have already talked about the primary organ related to the female reproductive system, that is ovary, which are two in number, so we can say there is one pair of ovary. Alright, why they are called as primary sex organs? Because they are forming the ova, and second important thing, that they are responsible for the synthesis of female sex hormones. Alright, the second important thing that we have learned is the structure of uterus. So we know very well that the ovaries and the uterus are not included in the external genitalia. So what are the things that are included in external genitalia? There is mons pubis. Okay, as the name indicates, pubis. So it will be having pubic hair on it. So there will be a layer, alright, of fatty tissue which is surrounded by a skin fold and pubic hairs, that will be called as the mons pubis. So pubis से आप याद कर सकते हैं that the pubic hair are present on it. So it can be easily identified. आपको कोई label करने को बोले, you can easily label that. Second important thing is labia majora. As the name indicates, majora, so it will form the major segment of the external genitalia, and it is nothing but tissue fold which surrounds the vaginal opening. Alright, if this is the vaginal opening or the vaginal orifice, it will be surrounded by the tissue fold. Alright, and those tissue fold will be called as the labia majora. After that, there is labia minora. Now this labia minora have an important property that there are paired structures. Okay, ये जो होते हैं paired होते हैं, and they are present under the labia majora. So labia majora के अंदर आपको labia minora जो है मिलेंगे, जो कि paired structures होते हैं कुछ इस तरीके के. Alright, so ये जो मैं बना रहा हूँ vaginal orifice के side में, that is the labia minora. Alright, so this one is the minora. We are going to understand this with the help of a diagram, so you don't have to worry about anything. अगर आपको अभी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, डायग्राम देखते ही सब क्लियर हो जाएगा. जस्ट ट्राई टू लिसन इट वेरी वेरी केयरफुली. अभी जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ सिर्फ सुनते जाइए. नहीं भी समझ में आ रहा है, इस वीडियो के एंड तक सब समझ में आएगा. ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दिस. So just try to listen each and everything carefully. Alright. After that, there is hymen. So hymen is also a very important part that, you know, covers the vagina. So if this is the vaginal orifice as we have talked about, so there is a small region called hymen. Since it is present just near the vagina and it is covering it also up to a particular extent, so during the intercourse, it used to break. Alright, so this hymen used to break, so it is an indicative of virginity. Virginity का indicative माना जाता है hymen को, which is misleading. Why it is misleading? We are going to deal with that. हम बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. अभी I am just giving a general account. And the last thing is clitoris. Clitoris is nothing but it is a finger-like projection present on like the female reproductive system, and it is somehow homologous to the male's penis. Alright, so it is finger-like structure. Now let's talk about each and everything. Mons pubis, as the name indicates, pubis, so it will be having skin and pubic hairs. So mons pubis is nothing but it is the cushion of fatty tissue covered by skin and pubic hair as I have told you. So pubis की एक खास बात है कि यहाँ पर pubic hairs present होंगे. Then the second important part is the labia majora. As the name indicates, it will be the major part. So ये heavy चीज का बना होगा, that is the fleshy folds of tissue which extend down from the mons pubis surrounds the vaginal opening. So if this is the labia majora, mons pubis will be present somewhat here. These are the the pubic hairs. यहाँ पर आपका labia majora present होगा. This is the vaginal orifice and this is the labia minora which is paired. Alright. So labia majora is fleshy fold of tissue which is surrounding the vaginal opening. Alright. Vaginal opening के दोनों साइड ये present होता है. Labia minora are paired folds. Alright. These paired folds of tissue under the labia majora. Okay. These are present on the outer side. Labia majora are present on the outer side or labia majora is present in the inner side. So हम कह सकते हैं labia minora is present under labia majora. So this is also very important statement for assertion and reason. Now the opening of vagina is often covered partially by the membrane called hymen. So hymen, as I have told you, is a membrane, alright, which partially covers the vagina. So during the intercourse it used to break and that's why it is an indicative of virginity. But in some women it often break before virginity and in some women it is not broken even after the intercourse. For example, if some woman is athlete, she loves horse riding or she loves bicycle or she have any injury, then the hymen can be lost even without losing the virginity. So it is not a proper thing to to be like indicative of virginity. इसको हम proper एक चीज नहीं मान सकते virginity के लिए उस aspect में. So it is not 100% confirmatory test of virginity. Okay, I hope you understood what I am trying to convey. Now the last thing, that is clitoris, is a tiny finger-like structure lies at the upper junction of two labia minora above the urethral opening. So urethral opening के ऊपर दो labia minora जहाँ पर meet करती हैं, यहाँ कहीं पर आपकी एक finger-like projection present होगी, that is called as the clitoris. So I hope you got the concept very well. Now let's go through the diagram. The very first diagram that we are going to talk about is from NCERT, जो कि उतना अच्छा नहीं है लेकिन हम उसको छोड़ेंगे नहीं. लेकिन उसके बाद मैं आप लोगों को एक डायग्राम दिखाऊंगा जिसके बाद आपको सब समझ में आ जाएगा. And there is a trick so that you can understand the structure very well. Alright. So this is the diagram that is given in NCERT. This is the uterus and this is the urinary bladder. You don't have to do anything with them because you know very well. ये अलग से पकड़ में आता है. Urinary bladder is the last structure. It can be easily seen. Uterus is the last structure. We have already talked about it in detail. Okay, this is the endometrium. You know that very well. Alright. Now this is the cervix, which is attached to the uterus. If this is the uterus, we have already seen about the diagram. If this is the uterus, this is going to be the cervical canal and cervix, and after that there will be a region called as vagina. Okay, so this is the vagina, this is the cervical canal or cervix, this is the uterine cavity, and this cervical canal plus vagina used to form the birth canal. We have already done this. So this is the rectum and this is the anus. Alright, this is the anus and this is the rectum. These are the parts of digestive system. You seriously don't have to do anything with that because we have already completed digestive system. हम पढ़ चुके हैं digestion and absorption और ये सारी चीजें भी हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं. यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे about the external genitalia. So this is the urethra. Alright, this is the finger-like projection clitoris that we are talking about. Clitoris is present where? Just above the urethral opening. Okay, let's go to the slide again. Okay, just above the urethral opening at the junction of two labia minora. Alright, so urethral opening है यहाँ, इसके just ऊपर present होती है clitoris. labia minora जो आप यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं इनके junction पे, so labia minora के junction पे present होती है clitoris. This is the labia majora, okay, which is the major region, tissue fold, and vaginal orifice where the vagina exactly opens, because this part is the vagina, so it will open somewhat here. Now from this diagram you will not be able to got anything. I know कि आप लोगों को कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, कि क्या चीज ऊपर है क्या चीज नीचे है, बट इन द नेक्स्ट डायग्राम एंड इन द नेक्स्ट ट्रिक यू विल बी एबल टू गॉट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग। पिछला डायग्राम हमने सिर्फ इसलिए किया कि अगर डायग्राम नीट के एग्जाम में पूछ लिया जाए लेबलिंग के लिए तो इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू। नाउ देयर आर सम प्यूबिक हेयर which can be seen over here. All right, these are the pubic hair and skin. So what it is, हमें बताने की जरूरत नहीं है कि हम यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं mons pubis की। All right, it can be easily identified. Now this is the vaginal opening or the vaginal orifice. All right, so what is present near the vaginal orifice which used to break during the intercourse? Hymen. So just near the vaginal orifice there is hymen, okay, which is partially covering the vaginal opening. Now this vagina is covering, the vagina is getting covered by the paired fold. Okay, these paired fold are called as the labia minora. So these are present in pairs, so called as labia minora. The junction of labia minora is having the clitoris, which is a finger like projection. All right, and above that there is tissue fold which is quite large, major part. Okay, so it is quite large. This is called as the labia majora. Okay, and this is the urethral opening. So clitoris is present above the urethral opening, we know that very well. So सारे के सारे concept एक diagram में आपके clear हो गए. This is anus, which is the part of reproductive digestive system, you know that very well. And this is the opening of Bartholin gland. Okay, you don't have to do something with this because this will never be asked in the examination, but still if you want to learn that तो आप पता कर सकते हैं कि Bartholin gland यहाँ पर open होता है कहीं पे। Alright, vaginal orifice के just नीचे. So we are going to revise the whole concept in this single diagram. Okay, the part that is having the skin and pubic hair will be the mons pubis, the very first part. The second part is labia majora, which is the skin fold which is surrounding the vaginal opening. This is the vaginal opening, तो इसके साइड में labia majora present है. Labia minora paired है जो कि present है again vaginal orifice के दोनों साइड. जहां पर ये paired parts मिलते हैं at the junction there is a finger like projection present called clitoris just above the urethral opening, and the thing that is present near the vaginal orifice or it is partially covering the vaginal orifice is called as hymen. All right, so I hope that each and everything is quite clear to you now. The simple trick to understand this diagram is Monu major. Okay, Monu is a boy who is major in army. So basically mons pubis will be present at the uppermost part, and after that majora, major simply means majora will be the outermost part. All right, so mons pubis तो आप लोग अलग से पता कर सकते हैं, उसके बाद मेजरा जो है वो पहले प्रेजेंट होगा, उसके अंदर फिर माइनोरा और बाकी सारे पार्ट्स प्रेजेंट होंगे. So what are the different parts? Clitoris is the finger like projection which can be easily memorized and can be easily detected. All right, hymen is present just near the vaginal orifice and it is partly covering the vaginal orifice, so this is also not a big deal. Mons pubis is having pubic hair, so this can be easily memorized. But what is present outside from majora and minora, that is important thing. So majora will be present outside, okay, after the mons pubis. So mons pubis, then majora, then minora, which are paired. All right, so this is about the external genitalia of female reproductive system. I hope you enjoyed the video very well. I hope you got the concepts. आप लोगों को समझ में आया होगा. If you really got the concept, then hit like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for sure. Thank you so much guys. Keep supporting.